26%. On the nation report part, that the percent you below for 12th grade for the subtraction in math. In America, we had everything as an exceptional country, but the 26% sound exceptional to you. Raise your hand if you think as the country we need to do way better than that. I'm with you.
We all need math for why are so many kids confused by it. It is because only 26% of people are hardwired from that. Love 70% or not. After working with thousands of kids, I can tell you this is the case at all. You don't understand math because we have been teaching it at the humanist subject. But if we make math human again, it will start make sense again. You're probably wondering how is math in every human in the first place. So think about it. Math is human language just like English, Spanish, and Chinese because it allows people to communicate with each other even it in the same time. People need the language of math to conjugate to build a monument. Literature then led for forming this idea math. The language is actually now a different person side. The law of nature are writing in the language of mathematics. So you see, even Galileo agrees in, but somewhere along the line we're talking the language of math with about the real about world around us and abstract regulations.
Well, this three-grade California math standard, and people make sense when 8 years old. Understand the function 1 over b as the quantity formed by one part when a whole is partitioned into b equal parts. Understand the fraction a over b as the quantity formed by a part of size 1 over b. And if you gave this description to an 8-year, you probably get reaction like this. To a math expert, this standard makes sense, but to a kid it's an absolute truth. I tell this example specifically because the fractions are the foundational to algebra, trigonometry, and even calculus. So kids don't understand fraction in the elementary middle school because it had half root y to hit them in the high school. But there's any way to make subtraction simple and easier for kids to understand. Yes, just remember that math is the language of use that fear damage. For example, when I teach one grader how to add the subtraction, I start with the apple plus lesson. For say yes, one apple plus one apple, and people often say two with the partly correct. Help them include the word as well math language, but not just two, it's two apples.
Next is 3 pencils plus 2 pencils. You all know that pencil plus pencils is pencils. So everyone, how many pencils? 5 pencils is right. And the key is you included the word. I tried to submit with my 5 years old niece in month. After she added pencils and pencils, I asked her what's 4 billion plus 1 billion, and my aunt overheard in the distance. She called and said, "Are you crazy? She's been kindergarten. How she's supposed to know 4 billion plus 1 billion? I'm done it." My niece Vanessa counting looks up and says 5 billion, and I say, "That's right, it is 5 billion. My aunt stood ahead on that because she didn't accept that from the 5-year. But all you have to do is take a lunch approach and math become into it is and easy to understand. Then I asked her a question that kindergartner definitely not supposed to know. 1 over 3 plus 1 over 3, and she immediately answered 2 over 3. Such as you're wondering, how can she possibly know that when she doesn't know about the numerator and denominator yet? You see, she wasn't thinking about numerator and denominator. She solved the problem this way, and she used 1 apple plus 1 apple as her analogy to understand 1 over 3 plus 1 over 3. So even a kindergartner can add subtraction. You'd better believe that every third grader can do it as well.
Just for fun, I asked her an algebra question. What's 7x squared plus 2x squared? And then the 5-year collectively answered 9x squared. And she did it any exponent rules to figure that it out. So when the people say that we are either wire or not, it's not true. Math is human language, so we have all the ability to understand this. We need to take a language approach to math urgently because too many kids are lost and they are anxious about math, and it doesn't have to be that way. I work with an angry, frustrated high school student, one who couldn't pass the algebra because she only knew 44% of the multiplication text. I told her that such a kind of were only knowing the 44% of the alphabet holding me back. She couldn't pass her or public relation, and she had no confidence in that. As her the result, this teenager had confidence in herself. I've told her we have to start with the multiplication. What do you think?
And she said okay, but she's determined to learn the timetable in 4 weeks. And yes, even multiplication has the language in better than that. You'll be surprised how many kids don't realize 7 times 3 can spell out as 7 times 3, which just means 3 7 times. Just like that, so when kids see this way, they quickly realize that preparation is slow and convenient. So they glop the memories that 3 7 times. All the way the 21. The further teenager would authorize to dropping out, becoming fluent and confident in multiplication with the game charger. Because for the first time, we can focus on the problem solving instead content on the finger. I'm new, she's at the corner. When she's figured out of the 2 years currently at $4,140 a month would cost you 10,680. And she's looking at me disproportionately and said, it's a Polish show. That's expensive. At the moment, not having wonder causing problem for her, but she's giving a math solve problem and the result to adult.
As an educator, it is my duty to challenge kids to be tightly you with this challenge. Our country stuck at 26% subscription, and I challenge you to pass the number higher. This is important because mathematical thinking not built young men, but our kids need it to imagine and develop their future. Meeting this challenge can be as simple as apple plus apples. Isn't that we teach math the human language, and we will get there sooner rather than later. Thank you.